From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. Silver is trading at $14.25 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,223 per ounce. Zen is trading at $6, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,767. Antiwar.com reports attacks by U.S.-backed Kurdish forces and counterattacks by the Islamic State in eastern Syria have escalated dramatically since Friday, and in that period of time, over 200 people have been killed. This includes 92 members of the Kurdish forces killed in that period of time. This is the largest number of Kurdish SDF forces killed in a single battle all year, according to officials. 61 the Islamic State members were also reported slain between the fighting and subsequent U.S. airstrikes against the positions of the Islamic State around the towns. But as is often the case, U.S. strikes against populated areas came with a terrible cost to the civilian population. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights estimated that 51 civilians were killed, mostly relatives of the Islamic State fighters. This battle was attributed to foggy weather in the area, which allowed the Islamic State to launch surprise attacks without fear of U.S. air support getting directly involved. The U.S. strikes appeared to center on the towns themselves and trying to allow the Kurds to reverse the Islamic State gains at nearby villages. Zencash has changed their name to Horizon to better represent their transition from a cryptocurrency to a pioneering platform that protects consumer data. They're working towards the day when anyone will be able to build privacy-based applications on the Horizon platform and generate income from them. This will allow Horizon to bring thousands of real-life services to the community, services that provide freedom, utility, and privacy. Learn more at horizon.global and join the Horizon community, HORIZEN.global. UPI reports Ohio on Monday became the first state to accept Bitcoin as a tax payment option for businesses. According to the state treasurer's website, the treasurer's office is also working to help make Ohio a national leader in blockchain technology. Some supporters of cryptocurrency applauded the decision, saying it lends legitimacy and may help stabilize the often volatile electronic currency. But others warn that because the value of cryptocurrency is unstable, and some argue it can be manipulated through trading schemes, it is too risky for governments to consider it money. John Griffin, a professor of finance at the University of Texas McCombs School of Business, said, to the extent that Bitcoin is gamed, legitimizing it as a source of currency for the state is a bad idea. Governments have debated whether to treat cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin as a legitimate currency or as a commodity that can be traded for money. David Vexler, director of technology at the Foundation for Economic Education, said, part of the reason cryptocurrency is so volatile is because nobody knows what will happen to it in the future, adding it could fail entirely, it could play a small role in our currencies, or it could have a major role as big as the dollar. Vexler says Ohio's decision to accept Bitcoin as money could help stabilize its value, especially if other states follow Ohio's lead, and he suspects the move will encourage businesses that use cryptocurrencies to relocate to Ohio. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? Will anybody care? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports jury selection began on Monday in the trial of a man accused of killing a woman by driving his car into a crowd of counter-protesters after a white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia last year. James Fields Jr. faces 10 criminal counts in Virginia, including first-degree murder and malicious assault. He has pled not guilty to the charges, which could send him to prison for the rest of his life. Fields was among hundreds of white nationalists who converged on the town, home of the University of Virginia, to protest plans to remove a statue of a Confederate war hero from a local park. One of his attorneys, John Hill, told prospective jurors that the defense would present testimony showing the defendant thought he was acting in self-defense. Hill also told them to expect medical and mental health testimony. Federal prosecutors have said that Fields routinely promoted racial ideologies on his social media accounts and expressed support for Adolf Hitler and the Holocaust. On Monday, Fields appeared calm after entering a heavily guarded Charlottesville circuit courtroom. As jury selection began, he frequently turned towards the audience in the courtroom. Circuit Court Judge Richard E. Moore told a large group of prospective jurors that the trial could last up to 3 weeks. This has been FPP Radio News, online at FPPRadio.com.